Hey everyone, this is Cal Jardy, founder of Fearless Transformation. I help leaders double their results with half the time so that you can get more things done, you help more people, and you can make more money in the process. So today I'm going to be inviting you to join me on a special journey. And this special journey is going to be around your life, about setting goals and outcomes for your next year, and which would start with next year, but it will resonate for the rest of your life. And if you've been watching my videos in the past, I hope that you've been enjoying these videos. And one of the three most common problems that I find from learning something new is, the first problem is in setting goals and setting outcomes is, one, a lot of us, we don't focus on what we want, yet we tend to focus a lot on what we don't want. And this is a major problem that a lot of people has. So, and why that's a problem? That is a problem because where focus goes, energy flows. And results shows. I'm sure you've heard that before. If I tell you don't think of a pink elephant, what are you thinking about? Okay, stop doing it. If you tell the child stop running, what do? They stop running. If you say I want to stop stressing about, my life. If I want to stop arguing with my significant other, or I'm going to stop being angry, or I'm going to stop, I would like to stop worry about money and paying the bills. There's a part of our brain that is now reading, all it's reading is the actual literal words that you're saying. Meaning, if you say, I'm going to stop stressing about money, well, guess where the brain is saying? Stressing about money, stressing about money, okay? It's not reading the not. There's part of the brain, don't ask me how, it just does not read the word not. And it's now resonating in the brain, it's conditioning the brain to focus on the negative. So this is one of the biggest problems, okay? And instead, now start stating what you want in your life. I want to be free to be present with my significant other. I want to be organized and task-oriented on a daily basis in my career, in my business. I want to communicate daily with all my team and empower them and motivate them. That would be something that you want, okay? So this is one of the biggest problems. The second biggest problem is, a lot of us, we don't really sit down and see how we're doing in our lives right now. And that can be very uncomfortable. That can be very painful as well. See, life is a balance. Yet we tend to focus on the biggest area of our life that we really committed to, and we tend to lose focus on other areas, and we start falling behind in other areas as well. So I'm not interested in making millions of dollars and my relationship is a mess, and my health is a mess. I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in having a great body, and yet I'm having arguments with my wife on a daily basis. Does that make sense? Life is a balance. So this is one of the biggest problems that high achievers have, is they focus on what they want, and they have a narrow focus on it, and that's all what they see, and they lose track of everything else, and their life starts falling apart. Okay? And in this event, you're going to learn how to be able to put systems in place in other areas of life, so that it's just, you have a routine, you have disciplines around it that keeps carrying itself and keeps moving itself towards the right direction, while you're putting your biggest effort in that area that you want to achieve in your life. Good? And the third challenge is, most people define is, they say they want something, we say we want something, and yet there is a limiting belief inside that sometimes stop us from getting there. So if you don't know my story, I was doing very well at one point in my life. I graduated college, I got a degree in engineering, and here I am, I go in the business world, I start my own business, and within 6 years, I owned 2 car dealerships. I was flying, traveling, I bought this 2-story home, and I was spending a lot of money, I was making good money, and what happens? The economy crashed. Yes? And now the life just tapped me on the shoulder, and now I got faced with bankruptcy. I was looking at bankruptcy. Is that an option? I'm starting considering it. I'm looking at a foreclosure letter on my house. I lost my business. I lost all my savings, and now I needed help. I was in a very dark place in my life, to say the least. Okay, and in the process, I wanted to seek help. I wanted resources. At times, I started thinking of, okay, would I put $10 in my car in gas to go seek opportunity, or would I go and buy groceries with it? Okay? My dad at times was volunteering at a church close by just to be able to bring bread and peanut butter for be able to support me just for that week that I couldn't provide for myself. I was ashamed, I was embarrassed, and I felt deflated. I don't know if you can relate to me. I don't know if you've been in that place in your life before, but that's not a good place to be. And I got to tell you something, that in these times, that's when meanings show up in our life and different directions and different messages start showing up in our life. And it hit me in these times, it hit me like a light bulb. Like a light bulb just hit me, and I got that my self-worth is directly correlated with my net worth. Yes, I was making a lot of money for all these years. Yes, I created a great business, and I was, spending money. I was traveling, and I bought this 2-story home. I was driving these nice cars, and yet I got it that deep down inside, I had something inside of me that was resisting that. Deep down inside, a limiting belief that's saying that money is hard. Money doesn't come easy. Money comes tough. You're going to work really hard for money. It can't be that easy that money shows up. And guess what I start doing? As a response to that, I start spending money. Just get rid of money. Why? Because now I have a belief that money is going to go away. Might as well I go spend it before it goes away. I don't know if you can relate to that. I don't know if you have a different story around success, whether you believe it. Do you believe that you're worthy of what you want in your life? Do you believe you're worthy of that relationship that you want in your life? Do you believe you're worthy of that body and the physical shape that you want in your life? Do you believe that you're worthy of the money that you're seeking in your life, or that business that you want to own, or these vacations that you want to go to, or the things that you like to buy? Do you really believe that you're worthy of that? And that's what makes a difference between the good and the extraordinary. That's what distinguishes you from everybody else, is that belief. It's that belief. Though we say it on intellectual level, but you do really believe it. And that's why I created this program, What is Possible. In this live event, here's what you're going to get. You are going to first sit down and get really clear on what is your ultimate number one purpose. Meaning, if you only have 90 days to live, what are you going to be doing? And then we're going to go from there. And now we're going to figure out how we're going to make that work. And you're not going to leave that room that day without figuring out how you're going to make that work. How are you going to live the life you always wanted? How are you going to stop settling for a job and build a career? How are you going to stop fearing, working to pay the bills versus having the freedom to contribute and to live the life that you always deserve? That's what I'm committed here for you. In that event, you're going to sit down and you're going to figure the step-by-step process of creating outcomes that's going to empower you and it's going to inspire you. In this event, you are going to look at your calendar and you're going to put action steps, step by step, week by week, month by month. How are you going to get to the outcomes that you want, so that you make sure that you stay on target? In that event, you're going to put both consequences and benefits in place that's going to steer you, keep you on the right direction. Many times we put reward system and benefits out of taking these new disciplines on. However, we forgot to put consequences. And guess what? Our brain is just like a steering wheel. It gets steered sometimes with positive rewards, but guess what? Sometimes positive rewards are not enough drive for us. We need some negative consequences that we can put in place in case we don't take on these disciplines. For example, are you motivated to do your taxes? Yes or yes? Why? Do we enjoy them? No, but if we don't do them, what would happen? Then IRS is going to come knocking on your door, and now you are going to be forced to pay penalties and all that. That's why we're forced to do our taxes. So the consequences, the pain of dealing with the consequences, sometimes it's a double leverage for us to move forward and do the things that we want to do. So in that event, in a safe and confidential environment, you get to set your consequences and you get to set your benefits as well, so that you can stay on target towards your goals that you want. In that day, you're going to learn some high performance strategies that successful people, athletes, millionaires use on daily basis, so that you can stay on focus on what you want throughout the day and stop getting lethargic or demotivated when it comes to 2 or 3 p.m. in the afternoon. In that event, you're going to learn about a high productivity strategy that we call a CPR. How to be able to start your day and getting focused on the number one important things that you want to get that day, and start with what's important so that you don't get distracted with emails, you don't get distracted with groceries, you don't go distracted with YouTube and Facebook. How to stay on target in a very nice and easy system that anybody can do and you can do as well, and that was going to take you where you want, wouldn't you? Okay? In that event, you are going to also have accountability. You have an opportunity to be in a part of accountability of a mastermind where you follow up with the actions that you said you're going to do for month by month, having these calls so you can stay on target, and you can people offer you resources and you can offer other people resources and stay in that conversation, hold each other, one another accountable. See, many times we say we want something, and yet we tend to fall behind. How many times that you set goals? Many people, they set goals only once a year, and that's when? Before New Year's. Mostly when they're drunk, right? And what happens after that? You get excited, you go drive in January 1st, 2nd on the street, and you see people are jogging, they're in shape, they're getting in shape, they go to the gyms, they're packed, you go to the Whole Foods, you buy these, good food, you set a discipline, you're gonna sleep by 9, you're gonna wake up by 7, you're gonna meditate, you're gonna do all that great stuff, and you do that for a short period of time, and what happens after that? You know it. You start falling behind. In this event, you're going to learn why does this happen and how to avoid this from happening, and how to be able to put disciplines in place that you can turn into habits. See, the subconscious gets so overwhelmed when you put so many disciplines that are new and different, because the subconscious wants to protect you, wants you to survive, wants you to stay comfortable. So anytime you bombard the subconscious with so many new things, that's when it just gives up. So that's the biggest problem that entrepreneurs and leaders do. And in this event, you're going to learn how to be able to put one discipline in place and turn it into a habit, and move on to another discipline in place and turn it into a habit, one at a time, so that you can master each area of your life one at a time. Okay? So you're going to learn a lot of things around how you're going to turn your life around in this event. I'm so excited. I'm so thrilled about it. I have state-of-the-art technology I'm going to be sharing with you in a dynamic, high-energy environment where you're going to get to meet a lot of people, you're going to network with a lot of people, and you're going to have fun in the process. So that's what I got here for you today. And why would it me to be sharing that with you? After I went through this process in my life where I was just down, within 3.5 years, I've led over 480 seminars all over the country and in 3 countries as well. And not just in goal settings, also in leadership, in high performance, and also in communication. So I've been blessed to turn my life around, and I use the same system that I'm going to be teaching you in that event. So I'm really excited for you, and I thank you in advance for trusting me to be part of your transformation and be part of your journey. And so what choices do you have right now? You can say, that sounds interesting. I really want to turn my life around, and maybe I can consider that tomorrow, next week, or in a month. And guess what happened? Life is going to just get in your way, and you're going to forget about it, and you're not going to do it. And another choice that you have is, well, you know what? I'm going to turn my life around. So today is the day. Until you have a burning desire that to change, then life is going to keep doing what it's been doing. And if you keep doing what you've been doing, what's going to happen? You're going to keep getting what you've been getting. It's simple. So unless you make a decision that today is the day, today is the day that I'm going to turn my life around, then that's when everything shifts. It's that decision that we're going to make. Another choice, you can say, well, I don't know about timing. I don't know if I have time to invest for a whole day from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. on a one-day event. Well, compared to what? Compared to having a lifestyle, compared to have the life of the dream, compared to having the fulfilling relationship that you want in your life, to compare to have the money, the abundance, so that you could go and contribute to your family, contribute to your friends, contribute to yourself, travel the world and live the life you always wanted. Or it could be something like as simple as you just want to make $2,000 extra a month. You don't want millions of dollars. Not everybody wants millions of dollars. Not everybody for sure wants to drive a Mercedes or BMW. A lot of people just want to drive a Volvo because it's safe. They want to drive a Hyundai. It's good on gas. It's not about other people's dream. It's about what is it your dream? What is it your lifestyle that you're committed to? And that's what you get to sit down and create that in a positive, healthy, safe, and confidential environment so that you'll be able to put it in place and you can move it forward. Okay? What other choices do you have? Oh, it's I don't have the money. Well, make it happen. Maybe that's the reason why your life hasn't turned around, is having that conversation that I don't have enough money. I don't have enough money. Compared to what? Compared to the benefits that you're going to get out of changing your life around. So that shouldn't be stopping you from getting what you want and getting to that event. Okay? So now, if you want to ask me, so okay, great. So what's the catch for that event? Well, really, there's no catch. Okay? For all the trainings that I've done and all the transformational learnings that I've received and the education that I've got in order to get this system and how I turn my life all around, okay, I literally sat down and I counted how much money I spent between airplane tickets, between hotels, between seminars, between books, between time sitting down and reading books and learning and traveling. For that, it's been at least $50,000. Now, obviously, I'm not going to charge you $50,000 for that event. Our tuition is only $97. $97. And as a bonus, also, for one ticket, you're going to get another one for free. Why? Because I want to make sure that the people around you know about your goals, and they're committed to your goals, and you're going to hold you accountable for your goals, and you can hold them accountable for their goals. I want you to take that learning and spread it around you, because we need leaders like yourself to spread, to know what is important in the life so we can have the world a better place. Okay? So for one ticket, you get another one for free. All you got to do is just pay for covers just the cost of the paperwork, the workbook, and the material, which is $47 only. Okay, so you get one ticket, get one other one for free, and also you'll get a follow-up call for 90 days so that we see where you're doing, what challenges are you facing, what resources you need. You'll be on a part of a mastermind group for 90 days, and we'll have this conversation back and forth saying, okay, what are you dealing with, what do you need, what resources you want, and be able to help each other and hold each other accountable for that process. That by itself is the mastermind by itself, that's a $570. You're going to get this for free. That's going to be included, and you're going to be having also the one free ticket. Okay, that's another $97. You're going to get that also for free from that event. Okay, so finally, I got to say, what concerns do you have? Okay, concerns, it could be something like, maybe it's not good enough. Maybe that material that you're going to cover, maybe I'm not going to be a good trainer for you. I'll tell you what, by the end of the training, if you didn't get your mind blown away with the transformation, not just the education, it's transformation that you're going to receive, and the aha moments you're going to get, and the game plan that you're going to have in place, that you're walking away with tangible results, come to me and tell me, you know what, Cal, thank you, and I want my money back. It wasn't worth my time. And I will give you your money back. Myself or any of my team will give you your money back. No questions asked. You got nothing to lose, and you got a lot to gain, my friend. Okay? So that's what I got for you. Now all you got to do is make a decision. Click on the link below. Register today. I only have 50 people in the room. We keep it intimate, so don't lose your chance. Register today. Don't postpone it. Don't procrastinate. Register today. Commit to your life. Transform your life starting today. Until then, always be fearless and always be growing, and I look forward to serve you. Cheers.